Okay, thank you everyone. Now we will talk about the next chapter of reservoir simulation. It's about fluid properties. Okay, you have learned about fluid properties in reservoir engineering class last year. So I will just discuss briefly, so that we can conclude and we can understand it faster. Okay, I hope you already understand about the basics, the fundamental of this topic. Okay, so talking about oil and gas, it's actually constructed or generated from hydrocarbon components. Okay, very small, very only one unit like alkane, CH4, methane, ethane, alkane, for example, pentane, C5H10. Okay, all of these component will create what we call natural gas or crude oil. Okay, so crude oil or natural gas are made up from this unit. Okay, other examples like cyclohexane like this, benzene like this. Of course, I will not require you to memorize this ya. Nggak perlu. You just need to generally understand that the gas, natural gas or crude oil are made up from all these components. This is the classification. So we have petroleum. We can distinguish between hydrocarbon and non-hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon saturated, unsaturated, aromatic, saturated, for example, paraffin, aliphatic, alicyclic, and others. And this is the chemical formula. Okay, for aliphatic, CnH2n plus 2, alicyclic is like this. It's like this, right? And this is the chemical structure, simple chemical structure of methane gas methane, ethane, C2H6, and so on and so forth. Okay, so from these components, now we need to know about phase diagram fasa. Okay, phase diagram are generated by plotting pressure versus temperature. Okay, pressure versus temperature, and you will have this line. You will have this line. We call this phase diagram fasa. So this line will separate between liquid phase and gaseous phase. This is for each component. Okay, so for example, if you have high temperature and low pressure, for example, here, your sample, okay, tekanannya rendah, temperaturnya tinggi, your sample here, then we are in gaseous phase. Maka dia akan berfasa gas. But if you have low temperature, for example, the pressure is quite high, you will be like, you will be here, then you will have liquid form, liquid phase. Okay, so phase behavior or phase diagram is really important. This is the description of the equilibria between the phases as the pressure, volume, and temperature of the system changes. Okay, so this will determine the phase of the component. For single component, pure, for example, only CO2 or only CH4, only one component, the shape, the phase diagram will be like this. Okay, so you have this line, for example, and then you will have solid phase, you will have liquid, you will have gas. So if you have low temperature, suhunya dingin misalnya, suhu dingin biasanya komponen akan berada pada fase apa? Kalau dingin, biasanya cara mudahnya adalah it will freeze. Ya, it will be solid. So if you have low temperature on the left, but the pressure is quite high, then you will have solid. Okay, so for low temperature, for water, for example, H2O, pure H2O, you will have solid in low temperature. But if you heat it up, ya, jika Anda memanaskan, then from solid, it can melt. For example, here, to liquid phase. So from ice water, ya, to liquid water, because we heat up the water, kita panaskan. But if we heat it further, ya, then from liquid, it can change to gaseous, ya, or vapor. Jadi airnya dari awalnya liquid menjadi uap, menjadi gas, ya, atau lebih cocoknya uap. So the phase diagram is really important, but it's of course for hydrocarbon, we cannot say it is only single component. It is mixture of components. So, for example, gas or oil are mixture of all of these components. Methane plus ethane plus propane. So they are mixture, gabungan ya. Not pure component. So if you have mixture, if you have combination between at least two components, you will have dome like this. Akan menjadi kubah. Yang awalnya only garis seperti ini diagram fasanya, only line like this, ya, vapor pressure line, you will have dome, kubah of phase diagram. Okay, the axis is quite same, ya, pressure and temperature, ya, pressure temperature or pressure volume or volume temperature. But now you will have this dome of phase diagram. Okay, here on the left you will have bubble point curve. On the right you will have dew point curve. Bubble point means from liquid gas will come up, ya. Jadi yang awalnya di kiri on the left we have liquid, ya, we have liquid on the left. If we go to higher temperature, bubble will come up, ya. If we increase the temperature, jika temperaturnya dipanaskan, bubble will come up, gas will release. So on the left, we call this bubble point curve, ya. Ketika masuk ke dalam kubah ini adalah two-phase dome, two-phase zone, kubah dua fasa. Ya, di luar kubah ini kita hanya punya satu fasa, fasa liquid saja on the left, or gas phase saja on the right. Okay, but inside this zone we have two phase, liquid and gas at the same time. Jadi kalau kita bergerak dari liquid ke dalam, muncul gas, of course this line is called bubble point. But if we move from the right to the left, ya, dari yang awalnya gas di kanan, kita turunkan temperatur, apa yang terjadi? Mengembun, ya, mengembun. Liquid will come up. So we call the line on the left, on the right sebagai dew point curve. Yeah, this is for ethane and N-heptane mixture. Previously, this is for ethane and N-heptane. Okay, this is equal parts. This is mixture. Okay, so the phase diagram will change if you change the composition, if you change the component, bentuknya akan berubah. The shape of this dome, bentuk kubah ini akan berubah. If you change the composition, if you change the component, the shape of this dome will change. This is the another picture, ya, basic. Again, really important. We have pressure, vertical axis, temperature, horizontal axis. Here we have liquid phase. Yeah. Here we have gaseous phase. Inside this dome, we have mixture of liquid and gas. Okay. This is the bubble point curve. This is the dew point curve. So if we move from liquid inside this dome, bubble will come up. That's why we call this bubble point curve. Ya, gas bubble akan muncul. But if we cool down from the gas inside this into this dome, liquid will come up. Liquid drop will come up. Itulah yang kita sebut sebagai embun. Makanya we call this dew point curve. At this point we have critical point. Okay, and the maximum pressure we call Krie-Condon bar, yeah, the top, the maximum pressure, and the maximum temperature we call this Krie-Condon term. Okay, yeah, this is of course another property of the fluid, yeah. Of course, the color. From the color, we can say that they have different properties. Yeah, this is just a very simple visualization characteristic or property of the fluid. That's just intermezzo for the color. We go back for phase diagram. Again, yeah, pressure and temperature. First, if we have dry gas, yeah, our hydrocarbon adalah dry gas, what will happen? Ketika kita punya gas, maka majority itu adalah gas. Ya, the majority is gaseous phase if we have dry gas. So if we have initial condition, reservoir condition, yeah, here, we are in gaseous phase. And then if we produce, what will happen? If we produce gas, the pressure will decrease. Let's say this is the reservoir condition, and then we produce. Ketika kita produce, pressure will decrease like this to separator condition. Kita ada di mana? Kita masih ada di dalam fasa gas. So this is what happen if you have dry gas reservoir. Yeah, from original condition to separator condition, you will only have gas, no liquid. If you have wet gas, more or less the same, yeah. You start from the gas zone. Yeah, this is abandonment condition, yeah, abandonment condition inside the reservoir, still in the gas zone, but you produce, yeah, into the separator, into the surface. For example, following this line, but the separator condition is in this dome. Dan seperti yang saya bilang tadi, as I said before, ya, in this zone, you have two phase, liquid and gas at the same time. So during production, liquid droplet will come up from your gas. Yeah, that's why we call this wet gas reservoir. Previously, we have dry gas reservoir. Yeah, everything from original to the production, semuanya itu hanya gas saja. But if you have wet gas, then during production condensation will be done, will occur. Akan terjadi kondensasi, liquid akan muncul di pipa-pipa itu. In pipeline, liquid will come up from the gas. If you have retrograde condensate, it will be like this. Yeah, the dome is quite big. Yeah. So if you start from this condition, you drop your pressure during the production, you will go to this dome. Yeah, you will have a combination of liquid condensate, and gas. If you have volatile oil, you start from here. Yeah, liquid, you have liquid phase in your reservoir, but during production, you will have gas. Yeah, volatile. The oil is easy to vaporize. Ya, makanya kita sebut volatile oil. Ya, oilnya mudah menguap. Look at this ya. This is the number of concentration ya. So by 75, it means that you have 75% liquid, 25% gas. Here you have 50-50, 50 liquid, 50 gas. Here you have 25 liquid, 75 gas. Makanya kalau kita punya volatile oil, pertama, we hit this 75 line. Pertama kita dapat liquid 75, gasnya 25. If we go deep, go lower and lower, you will hit this line, 50-50 line. Artinya gasnya makin banyak. Yang awalnya gas only 25%, now you have gas 50%. If you go even lower, then you will meet 25% liquid and 75% gas. Oke, jadi ya itu akan jadi problem, gas akan bermunculan. So that's the condition ya for phase diagram. Yeah, this is for black oil. You start from liquid and then you go to this saturation condition, bubble will come up. Okay, it's quite simple ya. You find this 75% line and then 50, something like that. So as the production continues, gas will increase and increase ya. You can understand from this phase diagram. Ya, jadi kalau ada pertanyaan mengapa kok makin lama produksi makin banyak gas ya? Kenapa seperti itu kok after we produce for some time, for several years, why we have gas all the way? Okay. Oil production go down, but the gas production increase. Why? Ya ini karena you can see from this phase diagram. This is just to visualize the relative position of phase envelope. This is for dry gas, yeah, very small. Yeah, if you have dry gas, you will have majority or you will only have gas. Kalau kita punya dry gas. Tapi bentuknya kalau wet, bigger, and then retrograde, and then volatile, and then black oil. Yeah, the black oil, the dome is quite big. Jadi kita kemungkinan besar akan dapat fase liquid kalau kita punya black oil reservoir. Yeah, this is another relative representation ya. If you have dry gas, you will be majority on the left. Ya, on the left. Jadi jika kita ada di sini, misalnya kita di sini ya, sini pressure and temperature here. Then if you have dry gas, maka this will be in gas zone. If we have got wet gas reservoir, the condition here, we also have gas. Tapi kalau kita punya gas condensate, you look at this orange line, we are here, then we are inside the dome. Yeah, inside the dome, then it means you will have liquid and gas at the same time. Okay, if you have near critical oil, ya ini sama dengan gas kondensat, mirip, kita akan punya dua fasa. Tapi kalau kita punya black oil, you look at this. Black oil, the dome is turn on the right ya, condong ke kanan. Jadi jika kita berada di sini, we will have liquid. Ya, we will have liquid. And if we have heavy oil, of course we have liquid. Ya, jadi jika ada pertanyaan, kalian harus mengerti nih, misalnya pressure dan ini ada di sini ada pressure, di sini ada temperature. If I'm here ya, pressure and temperature. Dan jika saya punya dry gas, di mana kira-kira kubah saya? Ya, just a simple visualization, nggak exact, tapi di mana kira-kira kubah saya kalau saya punya dry gas? Ya, akan seperti ini kubah saya di kiri, ya karena saya akan berada dalam fase gas, kira-kira seperti itu. Tapi misalnya saya berada dalam di sini, misalnya saya ubah pertanyaannya, gitu ya. Tapi saya ada di gas condensate, maka saya akan punya fase apa kalau saya ada di sini? Ya, dan jawabannya sederhana. Kita akan punya dua fasa, liquid and gas. Okay, this is another representation ya. Black oil on the left, volatile oil, dry gas on the right, wet gas, and gas condensate.